Hi, it's Lou Agave from Long Island Lou Tequila on Facebook, Instagram, the web, TikTok, and here on YouTube. Please subscribe. I do this for you. Today, we have LALO Blanco. LALO, and this is coming out of the new distillery. This is why I'm back. I did a review last year, or a year or so ago, on this guy. This is the original LALO, okay? Now, they were both the same NAM. This is at NAM 1468. That's Grupo Tequila, Mexico, all right? It's in Los Altos. Now, there's a bunch of other pretty decent brands that are made here at Grupo at NAM 1468. But LALO, and that's Lalo Gonzalez, who's the grandson of Don Julio. Yes, he is. He's the co-founder of LALO. He moved to a new facility, a new distillery, but it's only like 8 minutes away, all right? So it's the same NAM. They gave them the same NAM, all right? It's considered the same, business, okay? Grupo. So that's really what a NAM is. It's a business group of people, okay? So it's the same group, so it's the same NAM. Not physically in the same building. They moved 8 minutes away. He did that for quality reasons, I suppose. There's a better procedure in this one. So this is an example where I'm going to show you how you have two identical products that are still made the same way, but at a new facility with similar equipment. I mean, it's the same equipment, but it's obviously different equipment. It's newer, and it's different, but it's the same type of equipment. And they changed a few things. I'm going to tell you about that, but it's going to show you what all stainless steel distillation, how it tastes compared to all copper distillation, and one or two other little changes. So, we're over here now at the new distillery. And by the way, you can see on the label, if you're interested, this is the lot that we're going to call Lot 13, June 13th of this year, 2022. So I don't know if you can see it on the side. It says June 13, 2022. The old guy was at, and that would be right here. The old guy was the one I did a year or two ago, and that was lot from September 22nd, 2020. So he was telling me that, talking to him tonight, we were texting, and LALO was telling me that this guy now at this new distillery, I'm not sure what lot this is, but they're now on their 12th run or 12th batch at this new distillery already, all right? So, if they're on the 12th right at this moment, as of today, this might have been the 9th, 10th, 11th batch or whatever from the new distillery, okay? So they're slightly different, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about. So, on the procedures, now the only thing that he did differently, which is a pretty big thing now, instead of all stainless steel like this one, this is all copper distillation, and you want copper. I like copper. I always say you got to have at least a coil. You got to have copper coil at least with a stainless steel pot still. But this is all copper, okay? Because, copper, in my opinion, is better. It removes the bitter sulfur flavors that you get from the fermentation, okay? And a matter of fact, LALO, he was telling me just tonight that copper, it opens and it brightens the fruitiness and the fruity flavors, and it makes the Highland agaves really pop. It makes the Highland agaves really agave forward. And that makes sense. That does make sense. Copper does that. Usually gives you a little bit of a fruity taste, and it cleans things up a lot, gets rid of a lot of that sulfur type aromas and stuff, okay, and flavors. So I always like copper. So that's an advantage. That's an advantage, and kudos for him for doing that, all right? They also do not chill filtration anymore, which they did on this guy. No more chill filtration. A lot of times they do that. They say for more roundness and more viscosity. So you get a nicer, thicker, maybe mouthfeel and this and that, okay? So those are two good things that happened. He improved those procedures, all right? Now, overall, it's still made the way this guy was made, other than those two things I told you about. It's Los Altos agaves. They're stone oven cooked, okay? And roller macerated, stainless steel fermentation with champagne yeast. That's open air without fibers. They like that champagne yeast. Gives a little bit of that fruity wine presence, he was telling me. Double distilled, and like I say now, all copper. They're both aerated, no additives, okay? And no chill filtration anymore on this guy. There was on this one. The water is very similar, LALO was telling me, in the terms of minerality with the new distillery. only 8 minutes away. Okay, so we're going to check this stuff out. I'm really excited about this because I liked LALO last year a lot. I gave it an 89. I went above the TMM panel, so I liked it a lot. You can get it at you can get them both. He said they're the same price now, even though the procedure is a little more expensive. New facility, got to pay that off, but he's keeping the price the same. You can get this right now at Z's Old Town for $46.99, which is a good price. But even less, I saw it on the internet at Drizzly for $41.99, and I saw it at Specs online for $45.25. So, you're talking about a low to mid 40s for the most part. Blanco. Now, that's good because you're just under some of those other world-class top ones as well. And I loved this enough last year. This is really going to compete, I think, with the big boys now. I really do. All right, so let's open this guy up, all right? This is just came to me. Actually, it was a gift from the brand because they know I did the review last year where I acquired my own bottle right here, and they wanted to thank me for being in the Tequila Matchmaker blind panel that we recently had for a video review story that Grover put out, Grover and Scarlett, on 100% agave additive-free tequilas. And LALO did really good on that, and I scored it really high. So he wanted to give me a bottle and a few of the other people that were on that panel, okay? And he wanted us to see the differences with the new distillery. And I didn't have to do a review, and I didn't tell him I was going to, but I decided let me do that and let me compare it a little bit against the other one, see if I could really taste a difference, all right? So we're going to open this up. We're going to let it sit for a few seconds while we talk. And I'm going to let that one here. And here's the old guy, the original, all right? So from 2020 and 2022. And so, again, it's kind of interesting because we'll be able to say all stainless steel fermentation and also with chill filtration and no chill filtration and all copper. So, I can tell you right off the bat, fruitier, even more citrus, maybe lighter, but it's all there, and it's more what I like, more Highland agave, Los Altos agave presence. Yeah, this one almost this has some anise, which I like. It has some smoke in it and this and that, but there is a difference. This is a little more earthy, herbal, maybe grassy. Yeah, this one's a little bit spicy, minerals, citrus, some brine, cooked agaves right there, and it's fruity. So I like that. I really do. I like that a lot. So, let's see what he came up with now. Let's try the new guy, all right? See what the difference might be. All right, first taste. Ooh. First taste, I'm not going to judge yet, but I can tell you there's some delicious anise in there. I love anise, and it's buttery, and it's fruity. Wow. Let me just give it a second just to really, really let you know. This has got, oh, wow. It's like sweet potatoes. That's that agave that you get right in the distilleries. Oh. I see what he means about the copper, though. It does bring that Highland agave sweetness and fruitiness and maybe citrus right out in front more. This is really delicious. This is delicious. This new the new batch is coming out of the new distillery. Wow. I'm going to compare it now, but wow, that's all I'm going to say. I mean, this has really got the earthy, briny, anise, buttery, citrusy, fruity, cooked agave nose, a little bit of cinnamon, spice. Okay, that's all there. And that taste was cooked agave. Oh man, and brine, ripened fruit. A little bit of mint. It's spicy and it's sweet. This is really, really nice. On the aftertaste, the finish, getting like a melon with the fruit. Oh man, even a little pepper and stuff. So just for, giggles, let's go back to the original and just see if we can see any difference. The nose is different. Absolutely different. Not so much better or worse or anything like that, but I think I prefer the nose a little more on this, although this nose is really enticing as well. Usually with the stainless, I find that the difference will come out with the taste. But right now, the nose is pretty exceptional on the original guy as well, which I gave an 89 to. A little smoky. It also has anise. It also does have some fruit. It is sweet. It is some butter in there. A little bit of cinnamon. So, you know, it can be similar. Like I say, they use the same type of equipment, except for those two little changes. And even though it's at a new facility, it's the same equipment, you might say. So, wow. No, this is great. This is great, too. In this case, the taste is almost just as good on the other one. But it's the nose that I do like on the original. At least the same as this. At least, okay? If not a little more. But the taste, although it's really delicious, it's a little lighter, cleaner, if you understand what I'm saying. Fruitier, easier to drink with the copper distillation, in my opinion, but still phenomenal. Yeah, no, I mean, the nose is really good on this. The nose is about the same. It really is. A little different on this guy. And as much as I like this, I'm still in love with this nose from 2 years ago when I did that first review. Right. So for nose, I'm going to say they're about the same. I like them about the same, I should say. Taste, I do like the taste a lot on that. That's why I gave it an 89. Right. So this is going to be a 90. And I'll tell you why. The nose is about the same. If anything, I like the original nose, maybe by a hair. The taste, love the original, but I love this one even a little bit more because it is fruitier and cleaner and lighter and easier to drink. For some reason, the water maybe difference. It's a slight difference. I like it. I like the fact that even though they're both aerated with no additives, I like the fact that there's no chill filtration on this. And I like the fact that it's all copper, which is giving it that really clean, fruity, a little more agave forward, just a little more on this. So, you know, I'll give it a point more, but these are phenomenal. So LALO, it's still a hit in my opinion. It's a hit more than ever, actually. And for the price, you know, for like, you know, 44, 45 bucks, which is like the average. Oh man, that's a slamming deal. I'm not kidding you. You know, as LALO like to say, you know, he was telling me tonight, the charm of tequila is that from batch to batch, the product changes and speaks for how natural and terroir forward this product is. And that they're all going to be a little different. And that's fine. They are all going to be a little different. I love it on TMM. Like I say, I'm going to stick with my 89 on the original. And I'm going to go with the 90 just by a hair. Both amazing. I want to wish them luck at their new distillery. Still called, you know, NAM 1468 in Los Altos, Grupo Tequila, Mexico. He's a great guy. He's really passionate about what he does with his partners. I want to wish him all the luck in the world, you know. Both great products. If you get a chance to try this new guy, check it out. It's a little bit, they moved up a little bit with the procedure. Okay, it's a new facility. They also have more capacity in the stone ovens now, so they can expand for the future. That's another difference. That's a third difference. Ovens, I guess, are a little bigger. And they're not doing that chill filtration, and they're doing all copper. So listen, LALO, I love this stuff. Listen, good luck to them, all right? It's a good, solid brand. You will not be disappointed. This is Lou Agave from Long Island Tequila, LALO.